Great and beautiful morning, afternoon, and evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this hour. Welcome to 288th edition of Investdata Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. Yes, the market across the globe as we speak is still looking southward direction as a result of many factors influencing investors' confidence around that domain. But here in Nigeria and the NGS, we are seeing that our market is still trying to sustain the 3 days bullish sentiment we have seen. This morning, we are seeing the market is also slightly in the green. But market is also come to the chart to see how our market is performing so that we can look at it technically and also the fundamental news or information that are driving our market are they still very much intact? What phase of market are we expecting to see from next week? Looking at the trend we have seen so far in the market. Yes, back to the global economy and the global market. As we speak now, U.S. market is down. Likewise, Asia market has also opened in that level. As we speak now, Asia stocks are also have slightly moved to the southward direction this morning, tracking the outcome of the trade on Wall Street performance, knowing that every statement from that market or from that economy, either the Fed decision or what data that comes from US, it has the way of having effect on other market. As we speak, Asia market is in the red now, as all eyes are still on the Fed chairman going to see me the Senate Committee on Finance. But for yesterday, from what we had he had stated in the meeting with the House of Rep, we noticed that the chairman has also emphasized that no rate hike is still on that way. He signaled that yes, there might likely be another rate hike either in July. Then that might pave way for other calls. But because other the Western world, we have seen many of them hiking rate, and for Fed to pause for the month of June, they are likely to take it up again by 5% by what by the month of July. And this has also dampened the recent gain that market had in the previous days before this meeting. After markets have reacted to the pause that was announced by Fed in their last meeting. That is, you can see the power of what of monetary policy. Any economy, these are the things that influence what financial performance of many company or the earnings of many company. Monetary policy, fiscal policy, demand trend, inflation. All these are the things that now to speak as this decision of Fed is likely to also change again. You can see that market is looking down, and it is a serious concern for players in the market because they have already planned that yes, in subsequently we've seen rate cut, but now we have seen a pause. Even the day that statement was read, the day that statement was read on the floor or on the meeting or the communique was released by Fed, we notice that no that there is a sign that this pause is just for temporary, and that is what also is is been we are seeing playing out. For me, there's no cause for alarm. But we investors at any time in any market, you must read what is happening on the chart, and that is why knowing how to understand the visual to visualize the chart and know where it's going is very key. We know that the key fundamentals that drive market trend and all those direction is fundamentals, and which Fed decision is about a part of it. When Fed hike rate, see that it's going to tighten the economy. When also rate considered also trying to offset the economy a bit free, loose so that money can flow for the business of that domain to work strong and not expand in their activities. In the midst of all eyes on Bank of England and also and Swiss National Bank also going to hike rate today at the end of their meeting. You can see that's also coming out also in the market we are seeing today. These are the factors that are shaping the matured market as to speak. And don't forget that even China cutting rate has not shown significant effect on even Asia market where the zone where Asia China is. Then talk about the other market. Things are still looking at that China economy is still dragging feet in the recovery, and that also shown that the largest economy, the second largest economy, the dragging feet, and that has tell on what on oil price anytime, even with the statement that the Fed chairman have said that also likely to hike. You can see that oil price that have tried to recover has also pulled back again to trade around 76, around 16, 76.6 dollar per barrel as we speak, on the strength of that the recovery in China economy is weak, and that of Fed also giving sign that are likely. And also don't forget that US also demand of their inventory has the way also influencing the oil price. This is what is happening in the international market. But I'll tell you that the activities of other investment windows as they were also influencing the choice of kind of where fund will flow to. As to speak now, you can see that Bitcoin is almost coming like a 2 months high, and that's also because if we are seeing all this up and down in other market, fund we're looking for another place where they can. For me, can see the impact of all this. I mean, we must understand all this when we are investing, so that you, as an investor or trader, any given time, should know what is happening in your domain, so that it will guide you to know exactly what you should do at any given time. Japanese stock, I tell you, I've seen also losses recent time. Despite also in Japan, they are still on a kind of easing in their terms of rate, but you can see that the economy is also still coming up. But I can see that as I speak now, Japanese stocks are still in the red, looking down at this hour. But I believe that as going into the future, might see different things. Even Indian stock also is set for another, to pull back from the recent heights that are recorded. That means profit taking, you can see part of it. But if you are seeing stock looking down, a market like India market that have gone up to recent high, trying to pull back to retrace, it tells you that profit taking also hitting. That's why I said in our market, come to the chart, we want to discuss what the market is doing now, even there with all the positive sentiment, and also the perception we're having for the new government with their policy to support the economy and put the economy on the progressive path. What you as a trader should be looking at in the market, so that you will be carried away or you'll be caught in the web, or come to our market, we also look at that also as a trader or investor. We need to do all this at any given time when you are in the market, so that you must understand what is happening around where you are, so that you're able to make what informed decision anytime, any day. At all eyes on the Swiss National Bank and that of Bank of England, to on their monetary policy announcement decision any moment from now. And I believe that this was going to shape the market. We have seen, I told you earlier, what we have seen the Fed chairman is saying and the direction, and this is going to change the sentiment and also the psychology of players in the market, but also it helps them to prepare for all this decision to come. And that's why I said, you buy into rumor and sell into news. Once you are seeing all this, it's better for you to know exactly what to do as a trader, and also for you, because you have your what we call your investment objective. You have a plan. You are trading. It's easier for you to manage your risk. And for those that are risk averse, also maybe looking at elsewhere. For you that are trading, market, you must know how to manage your risk and your capital. And that's why you must trade your goal, you must trade your plan. And when you trade your plan, you will not be tossed up and down, you will not be carried away with any market direction, because you know what you are doing in the market. But when you become one-sided investor or trader, because others are doing it, you will be tossed up and down by the market at any given time. But I believe that today's decision will do a lot of things, even in the currency market, the what we call the cryptocurrency market, the future, and all the bond market, because all decision of rate hike has the way of influencing decision and flow of fund in any market. And that is what we're looking to see, and that will happen. And also, I'm not surprised as we speak now. It has confirmed that the Bank of England has hiked it by rate toward to 5% in surprise move toward to tackle the stubborn inflation. You can see already that this is the news that's coming out as we speak now. In England, in the UK, they've really hiked their rate toward to 5% toward to fight or to tackle this canker work inflation again. And that's why the US Fed are not comfortable if other Western world are increasing their rate. What are they waiting? Don't forget that these are the fundamental issue of any market or any economy. These are the things I want to look at. As fundamental, give the direction of the market, the economy, and also technical analysis for you to know how to respond, when to buy and when to sell is very, very key. And we are coming to it very soon to see all this in our own market, what is happening, so that we can take information to stay ahead of what others have in the market. You and I will not be tossed up and down by the market, because what we are investing with knowledge at any given time as we play the market here in Nigeria. And that's why we continue to gather together to share all these ideas. Even on this week class, the common master class is for us to share with other experts in the market, play also major players in the market, so that you understand what is happening around the market and how to prepare so that you can benefit from the decision of the new government as they are reforming the economy. You must follow that direction so that at the end of the day you also stay ahead of the market. As also, like I told you, we'll be having a guest speaker that we're talking about the power of policy in trading and investing. Policy can come from government, can come from regulators, can come from company. The power of policy, so that as investor or trader must understand this. What the guest speaker will be discussing on Saturday. Let's say next tomorrow. Why the master class will be holding on Saturday. That day there will be no our Q&A normal, because it will be for the master class participant, for us to stay from start by what by 9. I'll be closing by 4 for the master class. For me, if you are yet to to pay, yes, the discount window has closed, but some are still paying because they know that this is the time to prepare. Especially as we are seeing positive sentiment for the market, you need to put yourself in order so that you'll be tossed up and down by the market as we go to. Like I said, that all the markets are in red, but Africa was in a mixed market, as well as NGS is likely also in gain that sustain that green momentum as we speak in on NGS. As we speak now, all eyes are what on results that are yet to hit the market on NGS. But before we go to that, we want to look at what is the market doing before we come to the chart proper. But I want to look at this chart. There are some things I want to discuss on the chart that is very, very important for us to share this afternoon. As we speak now, the market is doing 59,345.58%, up by 21.63 basic point. That's about 0.04. The market is up now about 0.04. Yeah, but if you look at the market break is slightly in negative. What mean negative? We're having a 23 losers against 21 gainers as to speak. That's why we're saying. But as you say, a mixed market. If the index is green and they can see the market break is slightly negative, this is a mixed market that also we're seeing people taking position, we're seeing people also catching out what profit as to speak. I tell you that there's something driving the market. And put to go to look at the chart to discuss what are these sentiment that people are seeing. Are these the sentiment really changing? What next are we going to expect to see in the market? If you look at the top loser, you can see that Sovereign Trust Insurance is leading the pack of the losers, followed by Unity Bank, and we can see NSL Tech, and also you can see Afromedia and Jahi's Bank. These are the top losers, and these are penny stocks. I would say below 2 naira and Kobo stock are the ones that we're saying now on the top. That tells you that you need to also mind what is happening in the market right away. Yes, if you look at the gainer chart now, as we speak, Cornerstone is leading on the gainer chart 9.9% in the green, followed by CWG, which is a computer warehouse group. You can see, and also we're seeing Wapik Insurance. Wapik Insurance have been consistent for more than a week now, followed by Africa Prudential. Also, we're seeing TP. These are the top 5 gainers as we speak. Then, if you look at the terms of volume, which I always tell you in this class, that volume has very, very important, to play. Very, very important role to play in your decision, especially with the statistics or technical traders. Look at volume for tell us a lot of things. Yes, look at volume now. You can see that our peak is leading in terms of volume, 44.1 million shares traded so far, followed by international brewery. That one is in 24.7 5 million shares as we speak already, and can equally see that Unity Bank is also on that line, 17.8 million shares traded. FTN Cocoa have done 16.2 million, and GT Code have done 15.9 million shares. GT Code for me is becoming resilient at this price, but we can see that it's been around 31 and 90 Kobo right away. It has been so strong at this level, but let's keep our eyes and figure cross in this market as we speak, especially as we see that the profit is taking hit. Some of the banking stock yesterday, see where the banks are going today again at the end of the day. It's very, very important that we have this at the back of our mind, that it will guide our decision as we come to what we are doing, what investment decision we are taking, and what are we looking at in the market. It's very, very important that we note all this, because it will go a long way to kind of help us to take our decision when it comes to what trading, telling you that technical analysis for buy and sell. You know the right time to buy a stock, why to sell, and why fundamental is to give market direction, and also market direction also to drive volatility in the market. But you as a technician, without volatilities, you know when to jump in and also when to jump out. These are the beauty of the market any given time and any given day. Yes, looking at this market now, we're back to our chart. You can see where my cursor is now. If you look at our chart now, you can see that the market is still doing a higher high. But I'll tell you, look at where it's going. It's ending off. Market try to pull back here. Try for the past 4 days now. The market is, but you can see that the momentum my market is going up is different from what we have seen from here and here. Yes, the same pattern we're seeing here is what's repeated here, and then now we're seeing it, and the volume today is far below what we have seen in the previous days and at this point, and that also gives us a lot of signal to see what I want to say when we come to looking at the indicators. Look at the volume as we speak now. There's T1 at midday. They have about almost another 2 hours, 30 minutes for today. But as we speak now, I'll tell you that the volume compared to what we saw yesterday is a far cry. If you look at the volume indicator here as we speak. But let's call other indicators for us to take a decision where the market is going and what to do, and which action that we should follow right away. I want to call up MACD. That we want to use MACD to look at some things today in the market. MACD, we're also going to look at the money flow and our usual C line. This today is what we're going to use in this class today to avoid crowding the chart with a lot of indicators. The one that work for you and resonate with you is what we're going to use. Yes, we'll start from T line. If you look at the T line here, you can see for yourself that T line, I think that market is above the T line. It was pulling back, but standard tried to look up again, which is a good one. And volume is also, if you look at volume at this point, and what we are seeing, that volume is there. You can see if I draw a line here, and arrow, you can see that the volume that take the market up is high, but at this point the market is trying to pull back and trying to rebound again. The volume has been what on a decline. You can see this green that I'm seeing here that I can see down. And for me, if you look at this time, the market is trying to go up, and go and look at your momentum, which is MACD. That's why MACD is a lag indicator. It gives you a lot of information. Especially when you use the histogram in MACD to take decision, it will be far better for you. Then the lagging-ness of the MACD, if you use your histogram to help you to read it effectively and for you to know exactly what is happening. Yes, if you remember here, when this point, when the market was attending, I told you that we're having a divergent from the index action, and that when the news came again about the exchange rate unification, we saw a boom, and that we saw acceleration of the histogram. But now the market pull back here, even with the recovery we're seeing, we see that there's already a divergence here on the daily chart. You can see that divergence, you can see that the blue is already looking down, and when you see the period divergence, it's a sign that market might likely to pull back at any given time, and that also helps you to prepare that you need to take profit in some stock you are, because correction is already underway. Looking at MACD, the blue line, and then I can see almost covering, and looking at this histogram alone, there's that phone, and you can see that it's all this while money flow has remained flat, but it's not looking up, not looking down, but gradually, even when market gains, I see that the money flow change is very small. That phone is not in the market, but not as all, because we are seeing more profit taking. Even when we are seeing more buying position, people are still usually taking profit from the market. But the good thing is that our market on its own are having a positive sentiment towards the reforms of the government. But you need to understand as a trader so that you won't be caught when to catch your profit out. As market is showing what we call a very divergent, it's a sign of correction, and that is for me it's not a surprise. But not again that you consider that just that anytime you are investing, time, momentum, and price action is very important. We're looking at also the index action, which is the price momentum, price action, need to call it. The momentum we're looking at is MACD to give us momentum, and also timing. This is also when timing. Either we're looking at the time frames of 1 day. It talk of weekly, 1 minute, talk about 5 minutes, 1 hour. But I think that timing is very important in terms of which where are we in terms of that in the terms of calendar, or in terms of quarter end and all those stuff. Now we're already approaching the end of the quarter for 2023, second quarter, and then the month of June 30th, and that June 30th is around the corner by next week. And don't forget that same next week we expect to see what holiday for celebration of for our Muslim brothers to celebrate Salah, and all those stuff. And don't forget that this remaining week we have to see market of right because the window dressing by possible managers will come in to end the quarter better. And also I believe that prices are rally also in this month of June because knowing that June has been a missed month before now. But for the month for the year 2020, we're seeing that June is likely to close in the green. That will change the face of the market. And also going into the any season reporting any season that reporting will start from second week or early July 2023, which is next month. That's also going to shape the market. That means what are you going to do now? Market will tell you that there's a divergence in the market. What you do now, you need to take position, take profit in some stocks and watch when to take position. If there will be correction between now and tomorrow, and also there will be correction, the first trading day of the next week before the holiday. But this, I think, you should have in mind that the market for the month of June is likely to close positive, coming from the big rally we saw early before now. That will keep the market to close in green for the month. So that means market have defied even the mid trend of almost 4 years or 5 years, red for the month of June. Now the trend is changing in 2020 because of what is changing in the environment. Looking at policy, changing the environment from the new government, and also perception of the market change. Like I said, sentiment and perception, psychology is very very key. These are the things we look at. Like I said, market has given us a divergent signal, and why was a very divergent because the momentum is going up. Why the momentum is coming down? Why the price index is going up? But very soon it will find direction to this. That's why you need to look at all this. But if the momentum is going up and we are seeing that the price action is coming down, that's a bullish divergence. More likely to see market going up to respond to that momentum. But to speak now, for me, there's no cause for alarm. For those that want to take position, depending on your investment, that whether you are looking for medium or long term, but for traders, you will see excitation. Now watch what to do. But those that have entered position that are still on rallying, you need to take profit as at when you don't be carried away with the up market at any given time. Yes, let's look at one hour chart for the market to see exactly where the market is going. On a 1 hour chart, market is slightly above the T line, and I can see it here now. The market is above the T line, like okay, the T line. And also MACD is also forming. Histogram giving us a sign that market is going to go up. But I see now we are seeing ready already. And the money flow is flat at this point of 69 as we speak. Let's see what at the 15 minutes chart that we can now go to other the that store that are on the gainer start and those are start. Let's see how far they will go and what investors should do with them. On the 15 minute chart, I will tell you that the market is flat on the thing like you can see it here, down and up, but this is a flat one that profit taking is also a sign in the market. And I'm telling you, there's no point panicking because profit taking is part of the market. But if you don't know how to do it, the market will give you profit and also take it back from you. But I believe that many of you that are in this class today and those that follow us for a long time, if you know the importance of profit taking in the market, and that as usual, as we always do that, you need to understand what is very, very important so that at the end of the day, you know exactly what to do. Let's quickly change to other look at the life of let's look at the gainers at this hour to see what that. Let's see how far will the life of Wapik go as we speak now. Wapik has been on the gainer start all this while. Let's see how far Wapik will go so that you know exactly what to do if you're in that stock. Let's see. But I still realize that if you look at the market is having a very divergent general market. But Wapik is still getting that momentum. Even on the 1 hour chart, you can see momentum here. Even when you can see the previously red, you can see now it's on the green momentum. You can see that the momentum is very very strong. Look at your histogram here. See above the signal line of MACD. You can see it yourself. This is a strong one. And money flow is reading 94.1.16. For me, it's a good one for the stock. You look at a day chart for stock. For on the day chart, there's a sign of weakness here. For this trying to reject it came down but went up again. You can see it here. You can see the selling activity. People are trying to take profit on the stock. Let me quickly look at 15 minutes chart. Sorry, that will be clear. On 15 minutes chart, you can see sell position. People are taking profit. So that rally for more than a week is expected. There's profit taking already in the stock. You can see that MACD histogram is already looking down. Money flow is looking down. Profit taking has also taken it's taking advance in the stock as we speak now. Then quickly look at what is happening in Mansard have been adjusted down today for a dividend of 30 people. Is here a place to enter now for those that want to buy the stock? What are you doing? Let's see. Is here a place to enter now? Mansard on let's go back to the chart. On the chart, you can see that it was marked down below the T line, trying to resist to break out now. Yet not. That's where it is now. Keep our eyes on the stock. And if you look at MACD just because of you can see all this white, struggling here. This time you can see that divergent already, which MACD has confirmed. Now you can see now the bearish have setting has gone to the other side. You can see the bearish signal already here. But let's keep our finger crossed. This is a company that's into what into the dividend paying company, and they were seeing the performance Q1. And we are seeing positive sentiment also for the industry where it operates the insurance sector as a result of the premium that was hiked by 200% by the regulator. You can see the power of reform or policies in any economy or any sector. That's why those that are we are the Saturday meeting by next tomorrow, where the guests will be looking at the power of policy and in trading and investing, going to take it up or passing in different sectors so that you can see how this drive momentum and what it brings to the table for you as an investor or trader to take advantage of it, to create wealth for yourself. It's very, very important that we know all this so that we can stay ahead of the market. Yes, for me, a pullback in this stock will be an opportunity for you to buy the stock because I believe that any pullback won't be much. But I don't think stock going to break down again. No, 10 naira 50 people. If you break down 50 people, we're looking at around 30 what 30 30 might be another strong, strong support level for the stock. If it comes down, but I believe that at this point stability will still come, and especially as they release the EBITDA number, for me there is no cause for alarm for that stock. But look at the 1 hour stock chart for the stock. That's 1 hour. I can see the strong bearish candlestick here. It's set down, which is marked down, and you can see that I performed for almost 2 days. The stock is very solid. You can see from I've left the stock and see that money is not entering it to speak. But once that comes as a pullback, that will be the opportunity for you to buy low as a trader or investor. Yes, finally we look at another one. We want to look at one of the banking stock that are very, very active. Look at assets. Look at assets. Assets have been the toast of many investors and traders in recent time. Volume up and down every day. Then, but if you look at assets in the 1 hour chart, I see that it's trading below the T line. You can see it here. Even when it try to cross cross the signal line of MACD to where it still remain bearish, you can look at it. And funds is also looking down on the 1 hour chart for the stock. Then quickly look at 15 minutes for assets. Assets is still below the T line, and the money flow is flat around the 21. Yes, I see that profit taking also is not there. Part of people are selling. Enter, look at enter at 8 naira, 9 naira, at 1480, 1470. People are still catching out their profit, and which is normal in any market of the world. Look at the 1 day chart for the stock to confirm where it's going. But on the 1 day chart, I'll still tell you that the stock is still very strong on the 1 day chart. See that it has been above the T line, and I told you when you see the T line at my support level, that the momentum of the stock is strong. But you can see in the last few days, we are seeing red green here on the stock, good down marginally, but still above the T line. But like I said, already the divergence between the price action and the momentum. Look at here, the price is trying to go up. So you can see that momentum has already looking down. That means any moment from now, we must see this stock correcting to pull back, and that will also create opportunity for people to buy. But funny thing that if you look at money flow is looking up to be around the 92. For me, this is great, 92. Even when, and also it's possible that it can also turn up from here, depending on what on the market forces between now and end of trade for today. Finally, look at what is happening in NACO. Quickly look at what is happening in NACO. Sorry, let me look at each transact, please. Let's look at each transact. I've seen movement in that stock, and I know that some of us in this house have this stock or I have interest. Look at what is happening in each transact and see what the stock is doing. Look at what is happening in each transact. What investors should be doing with this. And this is the chart of this stock. You can see the momentum here. This stock, even this morning, I thought as high as what as 635, was trying to struggle. It has not closed on that price, but you can see that the trading above the T line. T line has become a support level. For me, it's a good one. I can look at all this white above the T line, But here, you're in between the thin line. Not that not perform. It's like I also can see it on what on the MACD and what many flat all this work consolidating before this recent breakout now. And after we go depend on how number will come from this stock. You need to also keep your eyes on this stock for investors and understand what they are doing. Finally, look at what is happening, in NACO for the NACO app. Let's look at what is happening in NACO, please. You can see NACO yesterday almost touched 1480, but to this one it has not moved to that level again. Almost 1460, 1470, but pulling back. But the good thing is that the stock remain above the T line, even when it come down. Before a few days, like it's up above the T line, and even when it correct today this morning, as I still above the T line, and we're seeing the volume is very small here, and MACD has already crossed to become bullish, and money flow is looking up at 70.66. For me, this is a strong one. Keep and this is a D chart. Let me look at the 1 hour chart. What it's saying will tell us more. 1 hour chart is still telling us there was a gap up, but still as we speak now, it has slowed down, but still flat on the T line. MACD is still bullish. That's why we're seeing it looking down on the 1 hour chart. Our money flow at 72 is still for us right that once entering this stock as we speak. If you look at the 15-minute chart for NACO, on the 15-minute chart, you can start trading below the T line, still on what on a bearish signal in terms of MACD. Money flow around below 50 to hit the 43 on 15 minutes. Yes, for me, in all this, the market is not being valuable. Don't be carried away with the stock market. The market generally have formed a work in a very set divergent correction any moment from now. On this note, I will say thank you and see you tomorrow. We are sorry for yesterday. The internet had an issue, and also the issue where some problem on the online yesterday that also made us not to have the class. But thank God that today we are back again. Say thank you and sorry for the inconvenience yesterday. See you tomorrow, the last trading day of the week, and look forward to see some of you in this group to work in the premium class meeting with our great speaker, to on Saturday. See you then and enjoy the rest of your trading day. Bye.